Hey guys, I am Gary Thomas here with HHB Media, and I have the pleasure of interviewing who most know as Smooth from Dear White People, Jemar Michael.
How's it going, guys?
So you're new to the industry, really,
yes,
and a lot of people don't know. You can give a little background, how you got into acting, how you got to LA.
Let's see. Well, my first, I guess, really dive was from the movie Crash. That movie touched me very deeply, and I know that it's about LA, which is crazy, but I've always felt like I've had a connection here ever since I visited since I was 8, and I've always, reenacted TV shows that I've watched it, and I've always known that I wanted to act, but it wasn't until Crash that really, changed my life and was like, that's what I need to do, because that movie touched me so deep that I was like, I want to make films like that.
Crash is a very controversial movie.
I know.
So was it the acting or was it the plot? What was it about?
I think it was everything, because it was, at the time for me, it was something I had never seen before. And it wasn't like, like another action movie, or it wasn't another, basic, superhero movie, or, like the basic plot lines for movies. It was something that stood out that was made for a purpose, for people to have a conversation about.
Right.
And that's where, for Dear White People, for me, that's where that also came into play, where I got to read part of the script, and I saw the teaser trailer for it, and it blew my mind, and I was like, I need to be in that. And so that's what I am now.
So Dear White People originally started out as more of an indie film, and then it blew up into this huge,
which is crazy.
This huge thing. Did you expect it to blow up like this?
Honestly, I knew it was gonna do well. I didn't know how well. This was my first big movie, I guess you could say,
right.
Big budget movie, and it was funny because I had to go home to get it, which is Minneapolis, Minnesota, because I was going to Cal Arts, and then went there for 2 years, came a little expensive. Then I went home, took the last 2 years there where I just worked, and I had an agent back home, and they called me, and they're like, you have to audition for this film. It's great. Here's all the specs for it, and then after that, it was a wrap.
So what has it been like since that movie came out? Then everyone's want to meet all you guys, and it stirred up a lot of conversations too.
Yeah,
as far as, black
for
people.
me, it was a little different because I had also booked a show back home. So I was also working on Cabaret, which was also my first Broadway-sized show, and so I didn't get to go to Sundance, and so it was a little hard for me just watching through Instagram and texts and talking to people at Sundance about it, and just if only I was there. But I'm also living another dream of being on Broadway as well, so it's why not?
So on Instagram, you're a much more personal person, and I don't know if your fans troll you other people in the industry would have troll you. You're very personal and very sexual too.
Yeah.
How does that relate to you as a person? Is this something, it's just an outward expression?
I feel for me, the sexuality part comes from me also being very comfortable with my being and with my body. Because I grew up being heavyset, and I was a big kid, and I was teased a lot, and I'm finally in a place where it's I worked my ass off to get to where I am now, that I'm just hey, I want to show it off.
So you feel you got your sexy, so you just got to show the world.
I found my sexy, so it's time to show off a little bit, but not get too crazy. But there's times where it's just I'm feeling myself.
And you're very open.
Fleek.
You're very open about your sexuality on Instagram as well, and Twitter, and with everything going on in the industry and how people are about it, how has it hurt your career, or how has it getting you more exposure?
I think when it comes to sexuality, it's always going to be a ball game no matter what you do. But I feel for me, it's always been something deeply rooted in me that I knew from the age of 5 that I was different, and I could feel it, and I knew that I was going to struggle, but I was ready for it. And I always felt a little rebellious, but that was also because not to toot my own horn, but I was was a little bit more mature for my brain, because I was always in accelerated classes, and so I've always known, and I just knew growing up that this was going to be something that I was going to have to battle internally, and it's finally in a place for me to be able to say, like, yeah, you know what, I'm gay. I don't care. It doesn't, what do you care if I am or not? Like, I feel like I can still, you know, portray a heterosexual male, if you will, or, like, a gay male. But, like, also, it also sucks because it's like, what is a gay male? What is a
stereotype?
Yeah, like, why does it have to be
everyone.
a stereotype? Because there's so many different types of people.
Right.
And that's what's hard. Especially, like, in the entertainment industry, because it's like, I find myself going to castings where it's also like, do you want the stereotype, or can I give you what I worked on? You know?
Yeah.
You never really know. And it's just like, it's kind of like that ball game where you're like, how much do I show of myself?
What else are you working on?
Currently, right now, I'm doing my first pilot season.
Oh, really?
I'm out here, yeah. I've always been like, pilot season, like, I want to go, because I've always heard about it, like, in high school and living in Minneapolis. Like, I went to performing arts high school, and there's a couple friends of mine who, like, you know, had some connections out here, and they would come for pilot season. I'm like, you guys are so cool. Like, you get to go to pilot season, you get to go to LA. Like, that's what I want to do. And now it's like being here, it's like, it's no different than any place else. It's just like, it's just a bigger city with a big group of people all trying to do it. But that's where it's like, you have to be confident in yourself. You got to know what you're doing and believe in it, because it's like, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Like, this industry is hard.
It's tough.
It is hard.
It
like,
really
I would
is.
not wish it on anybody. Like, if you have another passion, please do it. That's how you gonna. That's how you gonna get your money. That's how, for real. That's how you gonna get your money. Like, it is hard. I'm out here struggling, for real.
So, Broadway in the movie, it's like it's over. It hasn't done anything else for your career since.
I mean, you know, like, I've just been riding this wave of, like, I did a movie, y'all. Hey, it's we're still riding it. It just came out on Blu-ray, DVD in March, or end of February, actually. So it's just like, I've just been riding that, and, like, the castings that I've been going to, like, they've always asked me about it and, like, how it was, and I'm trying to get that next job so we can talk about something else.
Exactly, are we all?
Right? So, I mean, yeah, I'm just really focusing on my auditions at this point and really showing myself and being able to show casting directors that I'm hireable, I guess.
So, let everyone know how they can follow you, website, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, I have a Instagram, which is Jemar Michael, except the I is an X. I got a new one. I went through a phase where I wanted to restart my Instagram because I was looking at too many models, which made me shame myself, so.
You couldn't have just, like, you know, deleted it off your phone?
Right? Everyone said that, and I was like, no! I'm going through it. I'm in my feelings. It's got to go. We're starting over. And so that's why I have the new one now. So Jemar Michael, JemarMxchael. Same as my Twitter, and then JemarMichael.tumblr.com.
And you will find out so much more about him. Thank you very much for coming.
Welcome.
You guys, make sure you follow him, check out his new projects, and make sure you check out
Please.
Dear White People too, because I love the movie. I'm sure you guys will as well.
It's on Blu-ray and DVD. Check it out.